Hello guys, today I'm going to read some books. On this blog, I'm going to read the the on the book called Robin Sharma, The 5 A.M. Club. I'm going to read some chapters from it. So bear my mask. It's Corona time, so it is essential wearing mask. So today I'm going to read the 10 tactics of lifelong genius. The tight bubble of total focus, which is really necessary while doing works. The tight bubble of total focus. The insight and addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production. Your attraction to digital interruption is costing you your fortune, financially, cognitively, energetically, physically, and spiritually. To have the income and impact only a few people currently have, you need to run your days like very few performers currently do. The tight bubble of total focus is a metaphorical moat that you build around your assets of genius. So they not only stay strong, they increase. The five primary assets that all super producers de- defend are mental focus, physical energy, personal willpower, original talent, and daily time. It is very important that you keep your personal time at a certain period of time of the day. Your bubble has a porous membrane that encircles it so that you decide what information, which people, and the nature of the activities that enter your orbit. Right? Anything negative, toxic, and impure gets blocked at the gate. Essentially, this way of being in the world is your bulletproof defense system to reject any stimuli that would decry your greatness. So, how do you implement this? The tight bubble of total focus, TBTF. How do you implement it? Okay, this is how you implement it. The tight bubble of total focus strategy preserves your focus as well as your primal brilliance by giving you long stretches of time free from trivial fascination and any influences that dissolve your inspirations and deteriorate your A game. Whatever comes in your way that defocuses you, puts you apart from your A game, you should stay away from it. You should be staying away from it. Each morning you enter this invisible bubble of your own making that is completely empty of other people's superficial messages, spam, fake news, advertisements, silly videos, irrelevant chatting, and other forms of cyber hooking that will destroy your life of monumental potential. Parts of this philosophical construct is your personal Menlo Park, the place where, like Thomas Edison, you get lost from the world and go to generate the masterworks that will raise your excuse me, raise you to industry dominance and global eminence. The real key here is solitude for a scheduled period each day. Solitude. Did you understand I previously what I was saying? You have to keep a solitude time in the morning specifically, because that is when I believe our brain waves in a particular state that you can program it. By it I mean the whole day, in a way that will be very focused, very beneficial for your future. The real key here is solitude for a scheduled period each day. Scheduled period each day in a positive environment. In a positive environment that floods you with creativity, energy, happiness, and the feeling the work you are doing is for upliftment of humanity. The space you inhabit shapes the output you produce. This concept can and should also be applied beyond your professional routine, so your private time is free of negativity, energy vampires, and soul hurting pursuits. Of course, tinker with this metaphorical wall of armor around your five assets of genius, so you have a wonderful social life, and so you don't become a hermit. Using the TBTF in your personal life means you live your days in an alternative universe of your own joyous creation. Remember, the bubble has a porous membrane, so you can carefully choose who you follow into your private reality, as well as the elements of beauty, wonder, and peace. Specific application ideas include selling your television, avoiding the news for the remainder of your days, staying out of noisy shopping malls where you buy things you don't need, unfriending energy draining people you follow on social platforms. Turn off all notifications while you are in TBTF and deleting apps with constant announcements, because the notifications that you get, delete all those. The notifications, those are the things which distracts you from your TBTF bubble. So what I learned from it is that I need to fix a time period in the morning. In the morning, I mean, you by morning you have to be very, it has to be very early, like 5 o'clock. Okay, so it has to be a fixed time of solitude. When you plan your day, exercise, meditate, and read books like this. And yeah, so the next one is the 90 by 90 by 1 rule. Excuse me. So, what is the insight? Doing real work versus artificial work daily and with absolute consistency will give you a gargantuan competitive advantage born of mastery. Productivity of virtuoso level quality is rare, and the marketplace pays most for something that is scarce. Scarce. Legendary achievers concentrate all their attention and effort on one core project at a time, so they harness the fullness of their cognitive capacity and their precious energy on releasing glorious products that turn their industry on their head. So it is so much important to focus on a particular thing on a particular time. So, to work like this, you need to install the daily habit of exploiting your best professional hours to offer your finest productive results. When you show up for work, it is not the time to shop online, to gossip, or to check messages. It's so time for the super producer. So, how do we implement this? For the next 90 days, schedule yourself to invest the first 90 days, 90 minutes of your workday on the one activity that when completed at world class will cause you to own your field. This 90-minute period must be completely free of any noise and interruptions. Place your devices in a bag marked for my 90 by 90 by 1 period, and then leave that bag in another room. Okay, put everything that distracts you, distracts you, like your phone, which gives you notification that I was talking about. The At first, uninstall the apps that gives you notifications. Excuse me. So put everything that those things, put everything in a bag and put it in another room. Installing clear boundary fences that block access to temptations is a potent tactic to decrease them. Means close the doors. Close the doors while you are in TBTF bubble. So this is the 90-90-1 method. The third tactic, we're already at 14 minutes. This is going to be a 1 hour reading books vlog. So I have to go 40 45 minutes more. So let's go. The 60-10 method. The insight. Research supports that the greatest performers don't work in a linear way. Work harder and longer with the hope of arriving at stronger and better results. Instead, the way elite creatives do what they do is by understanding the power of oscillation. Understanding the power of oscillation. They structure their work cycles so that the alternate bursts of deep focus and ferocious intensity of performance with periods of real rest and full recovery. In other words, they work in a balance and cycle awesome output with times to refuel their assets of genius so they don't deplete them. Armed with data concluding that human beings do their most astonishing work when they are fresh and relaxed versus exhausted and stressed. Genuine pros dedicated to the glorification of their genius operate in a mode of pulsation, operating more like sprinters than marathoners. That means the more you focus, the more you go fast whatever you want to do. The implementation, how do you implement this 60 by 10 method? After you have run the 90 by 90 by 1 segment of your workday, use a timer and work at your best for 60 minutes. Wow. I didn't understand what is a putting everything in your bag and putting it at outside and closing the doors. How that does mean 90 by 90 by 1 method. Anyway, 90 by 90 by 1 method. What does that, what 60 by 10 method is? Okay, after you ran through the 90 by 90 by 1 method segment, use your timer and work at your best for 60 minutes straight while sitting or standing quietly in a tight bubble of total focus. Train yourself not to move, just concentrate. What? Just sitting and concentrating and create the highest results you can possibly make. This bird is distracting me. This bird's name is cuckoo, I guess. Kokil in Bengali. In English might be cuckoo. Ah, god damn it. Really, you can hear it, right? Hey, Coco, can you please, you know what I mean? And create up up where I was. After your 60-minute productivity sprint is done, fuel for 10 minutes. And create the highest results. Try not to move, just concentrate and create the highest results you can possibly make after your 60-minute productivity sprint is done. Refuel for 10 minutes. Ideas for this recovery cycle include going for a quick walk in fresh air, reading book that will advance your leadership or personal mastery, meditating, visualizing, or listening to energizing music with headphones, unlike many championship athletes do before they step into the court, so that their brain's attention shifts from the ruminating and worrying behaviors of the left hemisphere into creativity and flow of the right section. And 10 wonderful. Really? You came here to cuckoo here? Oh my god. This guy is crazy. He came here to cuckoo here. Let me go. Get out! Damn it. Okay, it doesn't. Just ignore it and do our work. Oh, sorry. So where were we? After your yeah, like many championship athletes do before they step onto the court, so that their brain's attention shifts from the ruminating and worrying behaviors of the left hemisphere into the creativity and flow of the right section. Okay, so wait a second. Yeah, after 10 wonderful minutes of regeneration, go back and perform your next 60-minute work segment full of inspiration, excellence, and integrity, and then your next 10-minute cycle of renewal. So, this is the 60-10 method. So, the daily 5 concept, the next tactic. Okay, the insight. Studies show that the most effective business leaders are at their productive peak on the days when, even if they have faced some serious setbacks, they have actively engaged their mindset on the progress they have made. And so doing, they have inoculated themselves from the self sabotaging influence of the brain's negativity bias. One of the great keys to terrific performance then is to train your attention on making consistent 1% wins and micro achievements throughout each hour of your workday. Small daily achievements, when done consistently over time, definitely to lead to stunning results, and by deliberately reflecting on the areas where you are moving ahead, you will insulate your ambition, guard your confidence, and defeat the dangerous trickster of fear. So you get amazing feats done. So here I see that I need to focus on small achievements every hour. The implementation, how do I implement this? Okay, during the second pocket of your victory hour, list the 5 tiny targets you wish to accomplish over the day ahead of you to feel it was well spent. This, like so much of what you have learned, is so practice. The more you do it, the easier this habit gets. Right? So, and the stronger your execution ability around it grows. So, stay with the process, and after just 30 days, you will have a have accomplished 150 valuable victories. 150 valuable victories. 150. That means 90, 60. mm, and after this strategy done, will be responsible for you achieving 1825 high value targets, guaranteeing that the next 12 months are the single most productive 12 months you have had yet. Focusing on the small achievements. Okay, this is the fifth tactic, the second wind workout. You have now discovered the beautiful neuroscience behind daily exercise. Pardon me, my throat is having some problem. Moving the body regularly lifts your concentration, speeds up the processing potency of your brain, as well as the the learning capacity accelerating its learning capacity, raising your energy, elevates your optimism, helps you sleep better via the production of more melatonin, and promotes longevity through the release of human growth hormone HGH, along with the lengthening of your telomere of like sweating of your DNA. Telomeres keep the ends of our chromosomes from fraying. They're like plastic caps at the tips of shoelaces. Aging shortens our telomeres, which is why they are sometimes compared to a bomb fuse. The powerful point here is that it's well documented that exercise slows this shortening, helping you stay healthy longer. You should also note that meditation, a diet rich in whole foods, proper sleep quality, and intermittent fasting. What? Should meditation a diet rich in whole food, proper sleep quality, intermittent fasting, uh, which the plan binder sells the 16 by 8 divided because you don't eat during a 16-hour fasting window and then break the fast over an 8-hour period, have proven to protect our telomeres from degenerating. Given the empirically based facts substantiating the absolutely transformative power of exercise, why would you do only one workout a day. Why not use this regimen to increase your vitality massively so you not only outlive your industry peers but heck aging as you enjoy an astounding happy and productive life. Wow, I'm at 30 minutes reading, so it's getting good. I like the science behind the exercising. Implementation, how do you implement this, the execution of it, to execute the 2 ww practice. 2 ww, the second mind workout. 2 ww, schedule a second workout at the end of your work day to give you a second wind for a great evening. You'll beat the exhaustion most people feel after work. Re-energize your willpower batteries so you improve your evening choices and even find your craving for sugar in the night time are significantly lower. One of the finest creativity you could possibly do at this time is a 1 hour nature walk. You will gain another block of time free from digital interruptions, letting you do more deep thinking and downloading of valuable ideas. You will also be rewarded with the benefits that walking within natural surroundings with sunlight and fresh air bring to your mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set. Nature Naturalist John Muir expressed it well when he said, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks." Other ideas for your 2 WW include going for a 60-minute mountain bike ride, having a long swim, or attending a yoga class. I think electricity came now. In running this routine, you will also burn even more calories and speed up your metabolic rate, reducing body fat. The 2 WW is a game changer, according to Robin Sharma. So, the next protocol that we are going to go up on is the 2 message protocol, 2MP. I'm gonna pause the video and have a break. Hey, I'm back. So where I was, 2 message protocol, 2MP. The insight: studies have demonstrated that message therapy is a modality modality that generates significant improvement in brain performance, mood, your ability to fight stress, and in terms of your general wellness. The benefits of a message include a 31% reduction of cortisol, the fear hormone levels, a 31% increase in dopamine, the neurotransmitter of motivation. the okay, the what it is, the benefits of a message include 31% reduction of cortisol, the fear hormone, 31% increase dopamine, the neurotransmitter of motivation, and 28% elevation of serotonin, the neurochemical responsible for regulating anxiety and raising happiness, reduced muscle tension, improved pain relief via the sending of anti-inflammation messaging to muscle cells and elevating in the signaling of those cells to make more mitochondria. The key here is to have a deep tissue massage versus simple relaxation body work. It needs to hurt a little for it to work well. This awesome practice also reduces the stress that causes telomeres to degrade, optimizing your good health and maximizing your lifespan. Who's going to do massage? The implementation to apply the 2MP lock 90-minute messages 290-minute messages onto your weekly schedule. Acha. Because the things that get scheduled are the things that get done. The things that get scheduled, the thing that gets done. So we need to schedule our life. I feel like being as a robot, being scheduled every single thing in my life. Okay, let's read it. Let's read the next part, what it is saying. And because vague plans yield vague performance, and because the smallest of applications really is better than the grandest of intentions, virtuosos bring traction to their verses through their dedication to implementation. You might say you are busy performer and can't afford the time to get 2 long messages every single week. In fact, when the proven and marvelous benefits of this protocol for your mental state, cognition, joyfulness, health, and longevity, the truth is you can't afford not to install this habit. Yes, 2 20-minute messages a week will cost a lot of money. Death will cost you more. Death will cost you more. Tactic 7. Traffic University. The insight: people who commute a total of 60 minutes to and from work each day spend approximately 1200 days of their lives doing so. If they live an average human lifetime, that's over 3 years spent in traffic or on a bus. Wait a second. If they live an average human lifetime, that's over 3 years spent in traffic or on a bus or in a train. And with the rise of the mega commute, that time period is only growing. Most people sitting bumper to bumper are infecting themselves with toxic news, superficial banter on the radio, and other negative stimulation that erodes production and dissolves inner peace. People on commuter trains or buses often sleep, daydream, or play with their technology in a chronic state of apathy. Be different. How the implementation is. Participating in Traffic University is all about leveraging your traveling time, whether to and from work or grocery shopping and errand, uh, errand running to learn, expanding your professional power, pro, prowess, and prowess and personal knowledge. Specific ideas to help you do so include listening to audiobooks and consuming valuable podcasts. The fact is, even one new idea you learn in a book or online course could make you millions, or even billions of dollars, or multiply your creativity, productivity, vitality, and spirituality exponentially. There is simply no other investment vehicle available today that will yield a higher return than investing in your education and growth. So, Traffic University, reading books. The dream team technique. The insight. Professional athletes structure a full team to support their rise to best in world. In this way, they are freed up to marshal their five assets of genius around the development of the expertise and powers that will cause them to become dominant at their sport. Michael Jordan wasn't his own sports doctor, and Muhammad Ali wasn't his own boxing trainer. Super producer outsource and then automate all activities except those within the realm of their mastery, allowing for purity of focus and freeing up huge amounts of time. The implementation. Delegate tasks that not only are a poor use of your hours but also diminish your happiness. Ideally, restructure your entire life so you are doing only the things you are great at and love to do so. With such a setup, you will not only escalate your performance because you are sorry priorities priori- prioritized sorry around just a few things, but you'll enjoy significantly more personal freedom and serenity as well because you have people on your dream team who are leaders at what they do. Your rise to legendary will be swifter since you have great people in your corner. Specific members of your dream team could include a fitness trainer who you work with regularly, a nutritionist, a massage therapist, a financial coach to fortify your fortune, a relationship advisor to help you maintain rich bonds with the important people in your life, and a spiritual counselor to assist you in staying grounded on the eternal laws of life well lived. So we are at the ninth tactic, the weekly design system WDS. You know you now know that things that get scheduled are the things that get done. Designing a week without a granulated game plan for the 7 days ahead of you is like attempting to summit Mont Blanc with out a climb strategy or hiking into the deep woods without a compass. Yes, spontaneity and room for unexpected miracles are exceptionally important, yet this doesn't mean you shouldn't show personal responsibility and human maturity. By habituating a practice to architect a thoughtful and clear weekly script that amplifies your energy, organizes your choices, and ensures balance. Right? The implementation, how do we implement all this? Crave out and then ritualize 30 minutes early each Sunday morning to create your blueprint for a beautiful week. Start the process by writing a story in your journal about the highlights from the 7 days you just lived. Wow, highlights. Then record your lessons learned and optimizations for making the coming week even better. Wow, that means you're competing against your past self. Then record your lessons learned and optimizations for making the coming week even better. Next, on a large piece of paper that has each day running from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, it note down all your commitments. The key here is to list more than your business meetings and work projects. Set clear periods of your victory hour. Your 90 by 90 by 1 sessions, your 60 by 10 cycles, and your second wind workout, as well as time for your loved ones, blocks for your portfolio of passions, and segments for your runs. Doing this weekly will build extraordinary focus into your days, yield marvelous momentum, enhance your productivity significantly and improve your life's balance noticeably. Great. The 10th tactic, the 60-minute student. The insight: the more you know, the better you will do. Legendary leaders will have boundless curiosity and a limitless appetite to grow into their greatest selves, and education truly is inoculation against disruption. Peak producers are lifetime learners. Be one of the formidable few who reclaim their heroism, cultivate their craft, and materialize their genius by getting back to being a world class student. So, how do we implement this? The implementation: for at least 60 minutes of day study, do whatever it takes to fireproof your commitment to relentless growth. Learning daily will raise your acumen, deepen your wisdom, and incite a blazing fire that stokes your grandeur. You'll become a weighty thinker and an outright superstar. Specific tactic for your 60-minute include reading every good book you can get your hands on, reviewing your journal notes, working through an online program, talking with a mentor, and watching skill building videos. As you capitalize on your brightest gifts and highest power, you will become not only bigger person but an even more indispensable one. You will be so exquisite at what you do that your organization and marketplace will not be able to operate without you. You will evolve into an exceptionally valuable leader in your field, and you will be able to deliver remarkable streams of value to the teammates, customers, and communities you are blessed to serve. You are blessed to serve. The results will be generous rewards returned to you in the form of income, eminence, and the the, the psychic joy that comes with being a noble person, doing world class work, and fulfilling a mighty purpose. That's really great. I have another present to honor you too as we go up to your wedding, exclaimed the billionaire. It's a verse I memorized for my Vanessa. He was culching her picture. Okay, so we have went over 10 tactics. Hopefully it's great. The next chapter is the 5 a.m. Club. Embrace the twin cycle of elite performance. With freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happy? What is the twin cycle of elite performance? Protection of the 5 assets of genius: mental focus, The billionaire taught that exceedingly excellent creative production without calibrated human assets protection leads to a noticeable performance reduction. What he meant by that was this becoming legendary in your industry is all about sustainability sustainability and making sure you show up at a world class not just for a month or even for an entire year. The real sport of the captains of commerce, the great masters of the arts, the visionaries of the science, the heroes of humanities, and the giants of athletics is preserving your A game over lifetime. Hmm. Hmm. Joy as a GPS. People fuel, pursuit fuel, place fuel. Your personal GPS. The magic the billionaire mused, still whispering as he stood up straight as a soldier. His eyes were closed now. His thick hair fluttered slightly in the mild wind as he placed one hand to his heart. More doves materialized. He entered the joyous GPS. Your personal GPS. We will read the next like this the billionaire's maxim to create magic in the world own the magic within yourself. Look in the mirror. Your relationship with you predicts your relationship with the world. Remember that you have a primitive longing for silence and solitude, and it is in quietude that self-awareness rises. French mathematician Blaise Pascal wrote, "All humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." Release. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone, which I'm doing right now and making videos. Release your need for complexity and immerse yourself in the stillness only the early morning can provide, so you get to know yourself again, because a flight from solitude really is an escape from freedom. To become an everyday magician so your life is rich with passion, plenty, and peace. Grow more comfortable being still so you start to hear the whispers of the great genius who slumbers within you. In restfulness, you will remember all you truly are. You will re-access that supreme self-abundant with creativity, potency, invincibility, and a love that has no conditions in this sanctuary of silence. You'll also be afforded something so rare in this age. It's time for yourself to be, and the more you do so, the more you'll discover how life really works. You'll also begin to differentiate between your beliefs that are merely cultural constraints and those that are actual truths, and between the trustworthy voice of your intuitions and the persuasive pronouncements of your fears. The second magic charm was in the form of flower. Collect miraculous experiences over material things. Okay, so we have gone over a lot of tactics today in this video of 1 hour book reading vlogging. Will be coming back another one next time. So this is it. Bye for now. Bye bye.